This is Dr. Kathy Hart from Art from the Heart at the Midwives Nursery, and this is day 7 of our 8-day road trip. However, we are stuck in Holbrook, Arizona due to a windstorm that's fairly good size and bringing hail and snow and everything else in with it. The Four Corners is flat road, so sandstorms kick up that really limit visibility, and the roads are 2-lane and it's rural, so there aren't many places to stop. I made a gut decision today to stay here, partially because 2 of my dogs aren't feeling at the best, and so here we are, and I thought it would be a good day to talk about how I pack my dogs for a road trip. I packed 2 bags for my dogs, and this is just a cloth bag that I use. Nothing special about it, but it works well because it's lightweight and I can tie the handles and keep stuff in there. So first thing is bowls, and make sure you have plenty. I have extra and I have different types in there. So I probably have enough for 8 dogs, but losing a bowl or having enough water dishes is important. I carry solid food for both of them. I happen to use the sack for the 2 dogs because it holds more food, but Sazi's special senior food is in a Tupperware type container. I bring Tupperware containers to keep their soft food containers in, just for an extra layer of freshness. Of course, treats are important. And I bring some little of the wet wipe things, which are helpful if dogs get messy for some reason. Even if they have allergies, you can wipe the pollen off with those. I bring heat vests. I have a heat. This is a vest, but I also have a bandana, a heat bandana, and those work well if you're going someplace warm. And I bring an extra sunshade for the car, so the dog's not in the direct sun, and extra leashes. The other super essential thing I bring is potty pads, and my dogs are housebroken except for my little IVDD dog, but dogs have accidents when they're in strange places on strange schedules. If they are expensive, so if they're not used, if the dogs don't touch them, I roll them up and use them again the next day. I only toss those that are used. I bring a second bag as well, and in here is extra treats and food. The main reason I need a second bag is because of my little intervertebral disc disease dog. So I have a diaper bag actually, and I bring this drug cleaner stuff, and it's helpful, and I'm always really glad if the motel has tile floors. And in the diaper bag I have Sazi's little diapers, which are really cute. You can buy disposable ones as well. These ones are just more cost effective because they can be reused. And then I also bring belly bands for my boy dog and diapers for my other girl dog, just because if we have a carpet in the room, it can be expensive to pay the cost. The other thing you might want to think about for your second bag is things like sunscreen, first aid kits, anything like that as far as your dog's medical needs. I do pack all my dog's meds in with my meds in the main suitcase, but you could certainly pack them in here. You just don't want to forget them at home. Another essential are these great beds, and these are actually not beds. They're actually just like slip covers for dogs. These are specifically for dogs. The brand is Molly Mutt, and I got these 2 in Moab, Utah, and they're absolutely great. I take them camping with me. I use them sometimes without stuffing, just to give the dogs a little bit of extra barrier, like in the tent. But these are great in the motel because I can put a motel pillow in them. These are impermeable to everything that my dogs could possibly do to them or choose to do to them. And especially with my little incontinent intervertebral disc disease dog, they are just perfect. I've actually figured out this trip that I can use them as a laundry bag. And my dogs love to lay on it because it's got my scent in it, and it's one less bag I have to carry. So I definitely suggest these if you can find them. I pack some weather wear, and I actually carry this most of the time in the car when I'm on travel. These are little rain jackets. These are KURGO, the Kurgo brand, and they're great. But there's lots of different ones that are good. These, again, are weatherproof. I have some little fleece jackets that I carry as well. for warmth, should it be colder weather. And other things you want to remember are their dog tags, because they absolutely need current vaccinations, and the state and national parks require that. You'll want to make sure that you've got any vet records that are important. Of course, leashes are important to make sure you can't go very far on a hike without those. And I've got one with one of the little doggy bag holders. You want to be sure you've got extra doggy bags for your travel. Because I have a disabled dog, one thing that I absolutely need to bring is carriers. And this is a purse style carrier that I use. I have several different types, and there's actually one that I use for our hiking that I'll show you up in the photos. One thing about dogs with intervertebral disc disease is that you have to use a carrier where they're horizontal. You can't use an upright carrier. So all of the styles, I've got several. I've got front packs and back packs and side packs and all sorts of things for her. I'm going to do a video just on that one of these days. But I have a whole bag in the back, under my back seat, that is full of different carriers for different occasions for her. Those are a great thing to have. I also have my older senior dog's canine sports sack that I've carried with me in the hatchback, thinking, well, you know, if one of my other dogs got hurt, they don't have the disc problems, I could use that to carry them. And it's a great little pack. They ride upright, so they can see up over your shoulders, so they're great for younger dogs that still want some action. And I'm really fortunate that I happened to bring this, because this dog, Kachina, she hurt her leg yesterday somehow at the Petrified Forest and limping around today. And so when I took the dogs out just a little bit ago, she used the canine sports sack and was quite comfortable in that. And my dogs use car seats, dog car seats, and I wish I could show you. I use the Kurgo ones, and I like those, the Kurgos, K-U-R-G-O ones, and I actually really like those ones. They keep the dog safe, they're belted in their seat. If you have an accident, you don't have to worry about the dog running off like you hear about, and they're less likely to be a projectile force. That's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow we're back on the road again. We'll be doing hopefully the north rim of Canyon de Chelly. That's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow we're back on the road again. We'll be doing hopefully the north rim of Canyon de Chelly.